Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It is still Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. I'm the Drunk Pokeroo. Tis beer time. I'm talking about a beer I've talked about a couple times before. I've had many of these beers over the years. Many of these beers. First time I had it was at a place called The Ship. It's a bar here in Hamilton. I don't even know if they exist anymore. It was 2016. The classic classic throwbackus from our pals at Clifford Brewing, Pinball Wizard American Style Pale Ale. This is one of Brad's first beers, if not his first beer. Along with the porter, these form the cornerstones of the Clifford Brewing Empire. I always forget the ABV, but that's okay, because that's who I am. But anyways, not the point. This beer is back in the LCBO. Back in the LC after all these years. It's nice to see it. It's one of my favorite beers. When I go to Clifford, this is usually the first beer I get when I get there. Before I have anything new or I decide what I want to do, I have this beer. And to me, it's the quintessential American-style pale ale. It's right up there with Jutsu and Canuck in terms of great Canadian, Ontario pale ales. And he hasn't changed it. It still delivers exactly the kind of bitterness and toasty malt body that you're looking for in a pale ale. So back to the LCBO. It's been gone for years. Now, I don't think of it that way because I usually go to Clifford to buy my beer and I just grab a couple when I'm there, right? Like I'll get four of the new thing and maybe two things for Mrs. Polk and then two pinballs, right? And I don't think of it, and it was gone, and I feel bad because people are always talking about how they wish there were more West Coast IPAs. Granted, not an IPA. But this is a West Coast pale ale. This is an old school pale ale. So let's get into it. Cheers. I did drink this for 3 weeks straight last September. If you'll remember, it was my September beer. Every September, I drink the same beer every day for 3 weeks while I listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire September. I haven't picked a beer for this year yet, but that's fantastic. Great grapefruit, orange pith, pineapple, pine bitterness. It's one of those beers that to me is just a regular everyday beer. And then I realized it's been gone from the LC for so long, a lot of people have forgotten about it. So when you're looking for a bitter, but maybe a lower ABV, you don't want like a big 7% beer. You want a West Coast vibe. You want that kind of toasty malt body. You want that kind of pithy, piney bitterness. You want a beer that's a damn beer. Ta-da. It's back. It's back, man. It's back. Don't call it a comeback because it's been here for years, but it's finally more accessible, and I think I've talked about that many times. A lot of these things are, if everybody can't get to them, how do we know, right? I mean, honestly, what a great night that would be. Get this, get Canuck, get Jutsu from Bellwoods, Canuck from Great Lakes, and just have yourself a pale ale off. A pale ale off. I'll be the Russian hockey player pants off by the end of that six-pack, I'll tell you that much. Finally, Pinball Wizard has come back to the LCBO. Yeah. If you smell what Brad's been cooking. Welcome back, old friend. Look for your local LCBO. If it's not there, you can ask for it, my friends. Do not hesitate. This is a classic that has never lost its legs. Cheers. I love this goddamn beer, and you'll love it too.